Quickly looking at the ball club, obviously we got a lot of the skilled players back, and you got a lot of those kinds of people back. Let's talk a little bit about the trench gang. Let's look up front, especially on the offensive line. Well, you usually don't get to talk about them a lot, but this is the time of the year when you want to be locking those guys in.
Well, we do, and you got Carson Rustemeyer, who started for us last year, 13 games at left tackle. He is back. He's playing baseball right now, so we got a kid by the name of Braden Schaefer that's stepping in, and he looks good. He looked really good today. We're really excited about that. Left guard, you got Justin Ketting back, who, if we would have made another round, I think he'd probably been an all-state player. He garnered some district and conference honors. Strongest kid we've had in the program since I've been back. He's over 1,400 pounds and 4 lifts, which is squatted darn near 500. He benched 325, clean 325. He's just really picked his game up. Weighs about 278 pounds. Yeah. We're looking for big things at him. Probably the most improved player in our weight room this year was Zach Bonnet, and he's a 13-game starter from last year at the center position. Really had a great offseason. You go to right guard, and Caden Schulte started 5 games for us last year. He's in baseball, so he's out for this week. And we had Gage Leffert has stepped in that position, so he's really had a good offseason. We're looking at him a little bit. So there's another guy that can play at right guard. And the right tackle, it was anywhere from, has been Gage, we looked at early, and we also looking at Andrew Ahold, who is about 6'6" and weighs about 238, 240 pounds, real long. He's going to be a junior, and he has really changed this offseason, his body through the weight room. So we're looking at that. We got a young man by the name of Brady Bechter that weighs about 280. That's a senior, can fit anywhere on the offensive line. We got Bo Brown, who's another big 235 pound, who's getting reps this week because of some of the guys that are out with baseball. So again, pluses all add to pluses, and that's why I told our players this is a great opportunity, not only for everybody involved, but just some individuals involved.
Defensively, we know line is coming back. You had a lot of guys that you rotated in and out of there last year. I know Zane West got some plays, and you're going to have 4 or 5 guys who started ball games last year, including a young man who was a All-Stater as a freshman is going to be back on the line with them, and defensive line looks solid.
Well, I know that's one thing I get asked about a lot. They're like, "Oh, we lost a lot of defense." And I said, "Well, we had an all-state player that didn't play. We played 6 quarters for us last year, and then had an unfortunate meniscus tear that they repaired and was out for the rest of the season. Then Carson Luberine, and he has come back with fire. Now he's got red hair, so I don't want to get in trouble with his parents, but he's got a fire in his belly that's really strong, and it's fun to watch him in this offseason. He and you take Bryson Varner, who's been a 2-time first-team All-State D lineman, and all of a sudden, if I can say Zach Bonnet may have been our most improved, I'm not sure Aiden Luckett wasn't our hardest worker this offseason. His numbers have exploded in the weight room. So we have 3 D linemen back that have all started 10-plus games, and 2 of them have been all-state players, and Aiden Luckett was an all-district and an all-conference player. Aiden Keeler may be our 3rd strongest overall player on the team. He's got some snaps last year, just had never clicked for him. We're hoping this year it clicks for him. He's up to about 205 pounds. He's a 400-pound squatter, 300-pound bencher, almost a 300-pound cleaner. So we have some from depth, but also some size and some versatility in that defensive line we really feel good about. We got 2 sophomores, and James Rodman, and then also in Parker Spencer. They are just really come a long way. Long, athletic guys. And then inside, we got some really good guys, Gage Leffert and Andrew Ahold. If they're not starting on the offensive line, going to be looking at them on defensive line. So we have an opportunity here to have starters on either side, plus have depth with the backups.